I just got two beautiful new releases from Armani and Gucci, and I would love to talk about them. And I'd also like to talk about the fact that Armani seemed to make a flanker for another brand's fragrance. Okay, so Power of You. The notes on here are going to be okay. There's two different sets because Fragrantica likes to play games. I don't know what's going on. On the Armani website, it lists the notes as maracuja, exotic maracuja, passion fruit accord, frangipani, and warm vanilla. And then on the Fragrantica website, they go a little more in depth. I don't know why sometimes these notes are different on Fragrantica. Like, who are y'all talking to? Do you have insiders in there? Like, where are you getting these extra notes from? What's going on? But anyway, they list it as passion fruit, bitter orange, lemon, frangipani, solar notes, Madagascar vanilla, benzoin, which apparently is a resin. I didn't know what benzoin was. So it's a resin, a warm, sweet vanilla like aroma. I Googled it. And then labdanum. Just put me away. Labdanum. Doesn't that sound like a drug or something? Should I say that word? I don't know if that's going to get like the YouTube algorithms don't like it. But labdanum sounds like something people used to take back in the day to get high or something. Wasn't that it? Labdanum? Like back in the 1800s or something. Wasn't there that thing that people used to huff or that used to come in those little vials? I don't know. Let me stop. But the labdanum, when I looked it up, it's also a resin and it gives off an amber leather, slightly sweet aroma. Okay. So I didn't even go into the store to try this one, but when I tried it, oh boy, oh my God. Oh, so good. So, I just clacked. Okay. Hold on. My little mug of travel sizes. Oh, clickety clackety. Now I got to figure out which one. Oh, here we go. Okay, let's put that to the side. Oh, it's so good. Okay. So this is when you spray it. I'm not going to spray it right now because this is so strong. The Power of You, they were not kidding with the power part. Okay. It is so sweet and so strong and so long lasting. It's just unreal. So when you first spray it, you get a burst of grapefruit. Now, I understand that the note is what is it? No, passion fruit. I understand that the note is passion fruit. I get grapefruit. I don't know why. That's just what I got. Maybe just because I don't have a lot of experience with passion fruit. I have more with grapefruit scents. So that's just what my nose picks up. So you get this burst of grapefruit. To me, probably to you is probably going to be passion fruit. And then you get this syrupy sweetness, this like brown sugar syrup. It's so delicious. It's so delicious. But here's the thing. I'm a little confused on why this came out now because I get the passion fruit, spring, whatever, but my dude, this is so strong. Like, first of all, do not buy this unless you can handle super uber duber, super uber sweet scents. If you can't handle like a super sweet scent, don't even bother because it's just going to be too much. This is a super sweet scent. It is going to last for a long period of time. Okay, so you're going to be smelling it consistently for hours. All right, so I wouldn't spray this on a hot day. I wouldn't spray this on a humid day. I would not spray this in the summer. Like, I don't actually think I'm going to use this until fall and winter this year. I honestly don't know why they came out with this so soon. Or why they waited for the spring. Like, why didn't they just, or maybe it wasn't ready until now, but I think they should have waited for the fall and the winter. Personally, I'm going to wait to purchase this until like a sale or something because I'm in no hurry. Like this travel is going to last me quite a long time because I as much as I want to wear it because it's beautiful and it's delicious, it's scrumptious, I'm not going to dare because it's just the weather is not cold enough. And if I did wear it now, this would be definitely a lower body perfume. Okay, not an upper body. We got to keep it on the legs, keep it on the thighs, keep it on the knees. That may sound weird if you've never done that before, but that's my strategy. When I get scents that are like too strong, too much of whatever, I normally just spray them on the lower body. And that way, like as I'm walking, as I'm sitting, I get like whiffs and wafts of it, right? I just get like little bursts of the scent instead of getting it constantly, continuously for hours, just making me sick, quite frankly. And that's what this would do. If you overdo it, if you spray this, even in testing, I would be careful, is all I have to say to that. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes because I checked out the online reviews. Also, something that I noticed when I was trying this on in the store, this is very much giving, it's a flanker for Creme de Clemente from Nest. I am not kidding you. Go in, if you have not smelled that, go into Sephora, or actually they should have it at Ulta. Oh, they do have it at Ulta because that's how I figured that out. When I was sampling this in the store on the test strip, I'm like, I couldn't really put my finger on what this was reminding me of. And I kept like going back and forth, and I'm like, this is it's something. And this is not like a scent that you smell all the time. It's a pretty unique profile to me, at least. So I knew wherever I had smelled the scent before, it had to be like a particular perfume. I just couldn't get my brain there. Like I couldn't wrap my head around it. So I'm walking around and I'm just kind of letting the test strip dry, and I'm trying to figure it out. I'm walking around and I look over and I see the display for Nest, and I see Creme de Clemente, and I'm like, that's it. Immediately I knew it's the syrup from Creme de Clemente. It is the same kind of brown sugar syrup. Nope, that's not it. That's not it either. Here we go. Here she goes. Dude, it's the same syrup. It's the same syrupy scent. It is like, these smell like flankers. They smell like flankers of each other. Now, I don't know if Armani meant to do that, but because I was wondering that, like, maybe on the back end, I don't know, like they were just, I don't know, these companies, maybe the corporate people talk and compare numbers, and maybe Creme de Clemente did well or something. I don't know. But I'm telling you, it's the same syrup profile. It is the same syrupy foundation, except Nest did it with oranges and Armani did it with, I wanted to say grapefruit, but they didn't do it with grapefruit. They did it with passion fruit. It just smells like grapefruit to me. And actually, you know what's crazy? I still love Nest, but I like the Nest version. I think I actually prefer Armani's version. And it's because the tartness from the grapefruit cuts into the sweetness so that it does give you somewhat of a break. Like, this is only wearable to me because of that grapefruit, because of that like tart kind, not bitter, but like that tartness from the grapefruit really breaks into the sweetness. And it has to, because the sweetness is just, it's so sweet. So it's the only reason that I can wear it. It's beautiful, it's delicious, it's scrumptious. I love it. But again, I know I keep like beating a dead horse here, but I just need you to understand you can't play around with this one. Okay. You might get sick. So, or a headache or something. Okay, so I took a look at the online reviews to see how people were responding to this. And I'm just going to read the notes because I'm not going to remember this. But the consensus on the reviews is that this is long lasting. Passion fruit cream dessert is what people were basically describing this as. Now, what's crazy is on the reviews, I am so surprised that the sweetness level seems to be debatable with people. There were people, I'm like clutching my pearls, okay? Because there were people that were actually saying that this was a tropical scent that they couldn't wait to wear on a hot, humid day. Are you insane? Have y'all lost your minds? How? I don't even understand. You you're mad. What's happening? What's happening? There's just no way. There's no way. Let me tell you something. If you're actually one of those people, do the rest of us a favor. Please don't wear this in enclosed spaces, because it may not be strong to you. I promise you, you're going to make everybody around you sick. You're going to make the whole office sick. You're going to make everybody in the elevator sick. It's too much. And I just know that if you're one of these people that's like, oh, this is so sweet, it's so tropical, this is going to be beautiful, and for hot, humid days, you're going to be spray, 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 spray. Keep your crazy to yourself, okay? Spare the rest of us. Oh man, I just know I'm going to smell this in somebody. Now, on some of the negative reviews, this did not happen to me at all. This was not in my experience. Even kept trying to I sprayed it a couple times to see even what they were talking about. But again, skin chemistry, sometimes it just does not work out. So for some people, this gave off a sweaty, armpit, and that's a quote. It gave off a sweaty, oh my hair, a sweaty armpit. What is happening here? Oh, my hair's a mess. Sweaty armpit, BO. Okay. And a few people were saying that this smells like a hangover after a night of getting sick off of drinking something called a cornstar martini. I've never heard of that. I've never had that. But that that wasn't just said once. It was said multiple times by different people on different websites. Okay. So apparently this smells like something called a cornstar martini. And people's opinion was not just that it smelled like the martini, but that it also smelled like being sick off of the martini and then being hungover the next day. That is not what I would call appealing. Okay, so my conclusion from this, from my experience and other people's experiences, is that this is not, now, I don't even advocate for blind buying. I think I'm going to do a whole video on that. I really am not an advocate for blind buying. Okay, I learned my lessons the hard way, and I'm telling you, don't do it. You can do whatever you want. You're a grown person, I'm assuming. But what I will say is that this is not even paper test safe. Okay, it's not even paper test safe because the amount of people that this didn't work for, that it went sour, that it went off, that it went sweaty, it went, the BO smell, the armpit, the martini thing. It was just too many people. And I just thought, I don't think this is safe. I think there's something, oh, man, I'm trying to figure out what it is. It may be the orange. Because I know orange notes sometimes that there's something in the sourness that it goes off on people. So I'm assuming because one of the notes in here, I believe, let me go back here a second. Yeah, bitter orange is one of the notes. Well, bitter orange is one of the notes on Fragrantica's website, but on the brand's website on Armani, no such accord is on there. So I don't know, but I do also smell like a citrusy orange note in there. So what I would say is just go in the store and try this. It's going to be in Ulta's, it's in Sephora as well. I got my travel in Sephora. I don't know why they didn't have travel sizes at Ulta, but maybe they just didn't have the shipment yet. But they definitely have them in both stores. So just go in and try it out. I wouldn't just blind buy it. And not only try it on the tester, try it on your skin and wear it for the day and see how you feel. Okay, so now we're going to go to Ambrosia D'oro. D'oro. I am going to get one of these pronounced correctly at some point in my life. Ambrosia D'oro from Gucci. On the Gucci website, the notes are listed as Ginger Essence, Ambrox S Super, Golden Globe Nature Print. I don't know what that is either. More on that in a second. Tuberose Absolute, Jasmine Sambac, Jasmine Sambac Absolute, and Jasmine Sambac Closed Buds Absolute, Rangoon Creeper Nature Print, Poison Charmer Nature Print, Romandolide, Patchouli Prisma 2, Sandalwood Spicatum Essence, Cypriol Essence. That it's just too many. It's too many words. Like, can y'all relax? It's just too many things. I probably could have just put those notes down as like Cypriol, Sandalwood. I probably didn't have to write the whole thing. It's been done. It's already done. We're moving on. Okay, so most of these notes I recognize, but obviously the Golden Globe nature print, I was like, what the heck is that? I went onto the Google, okay, or as my father likes to say, the Google, and where are my notes? So the two that I looked up was Romandolide and obviously the Golden Globe nature print. So for the Romandolide, I'm just going to read the notes because I'm not going to remember. So my recall is like non-existent. Okay, I'll read it for 2 seconds and then I will forget as soon as I look up from my notes and start speaking to the camera. So Romandolide is apparently a synthetic white musk that provides a clean, voluminous, and luminous backdrop to a scent. Golden Globe nature print is, this one's a little bit more complicated. Oh, I didn't even make my notes less complicated. All right, let's see. Hold on. Okay, so nature print refers to a technique to capture and preserve the scent of a plant or flower at a specific moment in its life cycle. So like if they gave examples. So if they wanted to capture like a fruit at its ripest or a specific flower in bloom at night. And then for the Golden Globe part of Golden Globe nature print, So nature print refers to the technique, and then Golden Globe refers to a unique aromatic profile recreated for Gucci and designed to smell like velvety apricot and luminous sun-drenched florals. Oof, sounds good. It is good. Okay, and there was also a note about like nature print being sustainable because they're not cutting it, and that's usually what they do for plants that are rare or endangered. So that's nice. Okay, so where is she? Where is she? Okay, need my little mug again. Where are you? Oh, here we go. Don't you love that clanky sound? I love that. A little like ASMR. Okay, let me stop. It's not what you're here for. This is so good. It's so good. Oh, no. So I get the white florals in here. But let me explain what I mean by white florals, because when I used to watch reviews, people would say white florals and I never understood what they were talking about. It gives me pretty much the same thing every time. Anytime I see white florals, I get the same kind of experience. I know with tuberose, a lot of people get like this bubblegummy thing. I don't get the bubblegummy thing. Not sometimes, not all the time. Most of the time, white florals give me very much like a shower fresh skincare dewy kind of vibe. So it's very specific too. And for my experience, this profile reminds me of getting out of the shower, putting on all my creams and my lotions and things, and then having the scent of all that. And then also having the scent in the background of the shower mist kind of going throughout the house. And that mist, usually you can smell whatever shower product you were using, but it's, it, the humidity adds a kind of thickness to it. So there's a weight to the scent. And that's what I get with white florals. It always ends up being like this shower fresh kind of vibe that has some weight to it and it's almost like you're smelling it through humidity, through humid air. That's the best way that I can explain it. That's always my experience. Now, I know for other people, they get weird kind of not so pleasant experiences with white florals. It makes them sick. It reminds them of, I think, pee. I don't know. People get very different experiences than me when it comes to the white florals. Okay, but for me, they are basically shower fresh, skincare, lotion, just got out of the shower. Very refreshing, very clean. Like that's the version of clean that I like. So when I sprayed Ambrosia, Ambrosia, the initial burst that I got was something like a coconut solar lotion. And there's a density to this. Yeah, it really is like you're smelling it through like thick, humid air, especially when you spray it. Spray some. Oh, that's good. That's good stuff. You know what's funny is I do smell the apricot. I do smell the apricot. It's white florals. I do get the apricot. So whatever special thing they did that was made for them specifically, it's giving exactly what it's giving exactly what they wanted it to give. I smelled the apricot and I wasn't really sure what fruit it was until I read that thing about the Golden Globe. Golden hour, whatever that's called. Whatever that note is. I don't feel like going back in the notes. So I get the jasmine, I get the green leaves, I get a little bit of dewy, like water kind of scent with a bit of wet soil. And then there's some clean skincare kind of thing happening in the background. It's very fresh. Like this is actually the kind of thing that I would gravitate to on a hot day. On a hot day when I don't want to wear anything too perfumey. It basically feels like I just took a shower and I walked into a flower shop like with a bunch of fresh flowers and they just misted them. So they have like a little bit of water everywhere and it's like humidity in the air. And the green in here, it's the kind of green quality. It doesn't go sour. It doesn't go into like mulch. It doesn't go into decaying flowers or decaying like grass or something like that. It's a very nice green. It's very like it's not even grass, the green. It is just leaves. It's the leaves on the stems. It's leaves, it's stems, like it's fresh green. It's beautiful. Like I cannot speak highly enough about this. It's gorgeous. So the online reviews, most reviews were very positive. Everyone agrees that it's long lasting, it's very floral, it's fresh, it's an everyday elegant scent, okay? Most people like it. The only ones that didn't like it kept describing it the same way. They kept describing it as an old lady scent. And at one point, somebody said that they wished that this had more vanilla and was a little bit sweeter. And that's when it clicked for me. And I'm going to kind of go to bat for Gucci for a second. Maybe not even Gucci, maybe just like floral scents in general. The people that are saying this smells like old lady don't actually like florals. They don't like floral scents. They like florals that are drowned out by 10 gallons of vanilla. I think what it is people spray this, right? They're at the store, they're trying it, they're spraying it. And the expectation is that they're going to get like a typical designer fragrance where the floral is in the background and the foreground is, or in the front, I think foreground, is going to be some kind of fruit, some kind of sugar, some kind of vanilla, some kind of something, but it's not going to be floral heavy. So when they spray the Gucci Flora line or the Gucci Bloom line, I think it just catches people off guard. It actually caught me off guard when I first like started to test these fragrances. So, okay, not shaming anybody, not like coming for anyone, but I'm just saying like if you're going to test these florals from either the bloom line or the floor line, it's going to be very flower forward. Okay.
They do flowers in the field, flowers in the meadow, flowers in the flower shop, flowers in the water, flowers in the evening, flowers in the daytime, flowers in full bloom, flowers in quarter bloom while you're sipping tea by a lake at dusk and there's fireflies everywhere.
They just do flowers, bro. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's flowers. I really appreciate what they're doing because I've tested a lot of like niche fragrances in the past year, and a lot of the time, floral focused scents that are nice like this are normally in the niche sense and they're way more expensive. So the fact that Gucci has these two lines I think is really nice. I have another Gucci, the Gorgeous Orchid. That's actually the most vanilla forward one that I found. It's like it's not even that sweet, but it's the sweetest, I think. And it's the only one that's giving like a little gourmand. Like if if there was gourmand flower, that's the one that's giving gourmand flower. But even that one I doubt is like sweet enough for what people are used to. But yeah, I just think that, overall, if you like florals, I think you'll like these lines. I don't know if I mean, in comparison to the niche and stuff, they're not like the most like super complex, but they're complex enough, I think, for designer. I mean, not that I'm anybody to judge, but just from my experience and from what I've sampled thus far, because listen, I'm all for sugary scents. I love my sugary scents, but I am getting more into the florals and appreciating them more. And I think it's because there are those days where I want to wear something but I don't want to smell too perfumey. Like I do kind of want to smell fresh outdoors rather than, super sudsy or super candy or super whatever. Like just what we're pretty much used to with a lot of designer fragrances. Those two are a very different line from everything else that you're going to find on the shelves, which is why I think it catches people off guard. The dry down of this is very interesting. It gives, after that whole spiel, and it sounds so silly now, after that whole spiel about like, this is not super sugar. Like, if you want sugar, go somewhere else. I hope it didn't come off that mean. I wasn't trying to be like snobby or anything. I want people to give these florals a chance because they are so beautiful and it's such a nice experience. I think it's something nice to have in if you have a little collection, if you have a little, travel collection like me, or, if you want to do what I guess I see people doing now is like a scent wardrobe. If you just want something, or if you just want something different, if you want a perfume that's like not so sugar heavy, not so fruit heavy, you want something fresh, like the florals really are, I think, the way to go. And they're gorgeous. And not just from Gucci, but like, floral scents everywhere. Floral scents everywhere unite. What is wrong with me today? Oh, to the dry down. So the dry down, after I did all that talking about the sweetness and stuff, it does. I don't know why and I don't know how. And I do want to caution that I think this is specific to my skin chemistry because I saw nobody else mention this. The dry down for me for this is like a warm baked something, not chocolate chip cookies baked, not, brownies, not anything sweet. Again, this is not a sweet forward like sweet sugar bomb fragrance. It's just not. It's not. I'm not getting chocolate. I'm not getting syrup. It's just warm baked, like I don't know, maybe a muffin, maybe it's like something's being baked in the background. That's the kind of baked. Like you walked into the house and somebody's been baking something, right? It's not even fresh. It didn't even just come out of the oven. It's been there. It's been sitting on the counter for a minute, okay? It's just something warm and something baked. I don't know why, and I don't know that anybody else is going to have that experience. So don't get this thinking that like it's going to dry down the same on you. I don't know. I just thought it was just an interesting experience. And I thought like maybe it's a one off, maybe I'm smelling something else. No, every single time I've sprayed this now, it's going to take a little while longer. It usually takes a couple of hours for it to get to that place, but it's so good when it does. It's so good. Yeah, so overall Ambrosia D'oro is a very mellow kind of fresh scent. It's almost like it actually for me comes off almost like a basic, and not basic bad, but like you're a basic white tee, but like your perfect basic white tee, a basic pair of jeans, but they're your perfect pair of jeans. It is just like my perfect floral scent. I was actually going back and forth between this and J'adore d'eau. This and J'adore d'eau are giving kind of the same thing. But with J'adore d'eau, and the only reason I know how to pronounce that is because I Googled it a while ago. Yeah, J'adore d'eau is also white florals, but it's very heavy. And the green in that one goes into not a very sour place, but sour enough that when I was comparing the two, I'm like, I like Ambrosia better. So I went with Ambrosia d'Oro. I'm probably not pronouncing that one right, but I was bouncing between those two, and this is what I decided to go with. All right, that's going to be it for me. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you like this kind of review rundown with the reviews, if you find that helpful, can you please let me know in the comments? Because I'm not sure if I'm wasting my time doing that. But it does take quite a while sometimes to read the reviews, depending on the fragrance, depending on how long it's been out. Because I've done it for a couple of other videos that I've already filmed, and I don't know. I don't know if people are really going to find it useful. I know that when I am doing I've mentioned this in another video. I don't know if I've put it out yet, but what normally happens with me is that I'll get my recommendations, I'll look at stuff, and then I immediately go to all of the sites to look at the reviews and read everybody's stuff. So I figured, it might be helpful, it might be nice to just kind of do a review rundown, of all of the reviews that are out there. Obviously not all of them, but I do go through quite a few pages. Like if there's a lot of pages of reviews, I'll do like, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 pages from each website. So I'm reading quite a bit of things and trying, because I want to try to get a consensus from people to see how they're feeling. And I don't know, I'm just curious to see if anybody likes that portion of the videos, if they find it helpful in any way, if it saves you any time, let me know. But yeah, that's going to be it. I will see you next time. Thank you and goodbye.